right, y'all. This video that I'm making is gonna clear up some confusion that, some people that are becoming awoken, or, people that are woke, you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna start questioning even more stuff that, you never realized. I want to talk about these reptiles, these reptilians. Now, you gotta understand this. We are not the only entities that exist in the overall grand scheme of things. Just as well as they are aliens, we are aliens as well, so-called black people, us non-ether people. Y'all gotta understand that all of these are man-made words that were created by these inorganic parasites, this whole English language. So when I even say reptilians or greys or Pleiadians, all it is, that's not what they really are. That's not their name, shall I say. Even when we call ourselves black people or, whatever name we name ourselves, like, that's not our true identity, our true name. Y'all gotta know this first and foremost. I came across a video where somebody was talking about how, a lot of people are starting to fear reptilians. Like, let me say this. You got to know that being a non-ether being, you don't fear anything. You got to know that these reptilians are afraid of you. They are not a part of us. Now, this video clip I seen, somebody was talking about how, we have the reptilian brain. The back part of our brainstem is like reptilian based. Y'all, once again, you got to know these words were created by inorganic entities, aka these reptilians. So the whole makeup of you, even calling something a brain, calling something an arm, calling something a leg, calling anything on your body, these are made up words by these reptilians, by this inorganic, inorganic demon parasite. And that's not even its name. But y'all know that this is the only way that we can communicate with each other is by using these made up words. So saying that we have a reptilian part of our brain, that's some bullshit. The part of the brain that they are talking about is our fight or flight mechanism, meaning the part of your so-called brain that alerts you when you are in a stressful or like a emergency situation. It is the signal to let you know that it's time to get the hell out of where you're at. So that's what that part of the brain is. It is not the reptilian brain stem. That's some made up shit. That word is made up. But I will tell you this though. These reptilians are putting you in these so-called stressful emergency situations. So calling it the reptilian part of the brain, I see why they do that. Because these the inorganics that's putting you in these emergency situations where they putting you in these simulated realities, and they know that part of your brainstem is being alerted, so that's why they call it that. It's not because your ass is a reptilian. That's some bullshit. I'm telling y'all now, the deeper you go down this rabbit hole, you're going to start to just think the wildest shit. You're going to start to question everything. So I see why people, may start questioning that, but I'm here to clear that shit up. That is not of you. The word reptilian was created by, I'm telling y'all, the person, the entities that even see, the reptilians, the Pleiadians, all of them are minions for even evil, like a entity that is so deceitful. Like, if you want to call it the devil, you got to know that whatever this creature is created the reptilians, created these. I'm telling y'all, like, this shit goes beyond your brain. It goes beyond what you think. This rabbit hole goes so deep. The entity that made these reptilians despise non-ether people. But at the same time, is amazed and wants to be us. So when it made these reptilians and these other so-called aliens, it made them, wanting to imitate us, trying to be us. So when you say things like, oh, we have webbed hands, or they got webbed hands, reptilians got webbed hands, that's nothing. That's just like us, like these inorganic, You know, people walking around out here, they got one head, they got two arms, they got two legs, just as well as us non-ether beings do. So the thing, because we got webbed hands and so does the reptilians, that's nothing. Come on now. That doesn't mean that you are the same as them. We are two completely different species. They feed off of fear. They feed off of our energy. They feed off of our melanin. The fact that they have to feed off of our shit is proof that they are not of us. Because if you were of us, you would have that. You would have the non-ether carbonated melanin. You would have the neuromelanin. You wouldn't have a fucking tail. We don't have tails. Reptilians have tails. They're creation. They're inorganic people that's walking around out here. The people that's not of us, they are born with tails. We not the same entity, y'all. We not the same type of species. Y'all gotta know this. So never fear a reptilian. They are afraid of you. You know, so don't even adapt that concept. Don't even think that, when they say you got a reptilian part of your brain. No, you don't. You just have the fight or flight mechanism. And they calling it the reptilian because the reptilians are the ones that's putting you in these fight or flight situations. So yeah, y'all, I mean, it's cool to question everything, but don't get tricked again. Don't get lost again. This is why our ass is back in this 3D again, because we're constantly getting tricked and trapped by these inorganic species. This is a way, and you start thinking shit like that, you're going to start looking at them like you and them is the same, and which means you will get played by them again. Their creator, the devil. You know, you got to know that this devil is a shapeshifter, y'all. Is a shapeshifter, and it created inorganic, low vibrational things, aka these reptilians, these Pleiadians, these grays. It created them for the reason that it did, to feed off of the gods. We and them are not the same at all. So you can think that if you choose to, but at the end of the day, that's you getting trapped again, getting tricked and getting confused. So we don't have a reptilian part of the brain. That's just a word that they came up with, that they created. You don't, it's no comparison, y'all. So anyway, I just had to make this video, just to clear things up. Like, no, y'all, we are not the same. Like I said, we got two arms, two legs, one head. These inorganic other people out here, they have the same thing. A reptilian has a head, it has two arms, two legs. That don't mean that it's of us. Their hands, webbed hands, and their fingers is not like ours. You got to know that everything is done by design. At the end of the day, they want to be us and mimic us. This devil wants to be us and mimic us. But it uses its reptilians, to do certain things to trick us. So don't get caught up, y'all. Anyway, till the next time, I'm out. Peace.